Hey y'all, ETX Thermal Hunter coming at y'all today to do a thermal scope review on the new Pulsar Thermion 2 XQ50 Pro LRF. This is very similar to it's actually the big brother of the Thermion 2 XQ35 Pro, the thermal scope review I just did last. This is the laser rangefinder model, so they go the XQ35 and then the big brother is the XQ50. This is that big brother, plus it's got the LRF model, so it's got the laser rangefinder built into this model as well. It's got all the same features and functions of all the Thermion 2 lines. It's got built-in video recording with audio, rechargeable internal batteries with an external battery you can put in. The internal battery is the Pulsar's APS-5, and then you can put an APS-2 or an APS-3 Pulsar battery in the exterior port under this turret right here. It's got its menu button just like all the Thermion models. It's got your USB-C under this turret cap, which is the one that marks what model it is. I'm running the American Defense Recon 30mm QD mount. I run these on all my Thermions. Outstanding mount. Really returns to zero very accurately when you can take the scope on, put it back on, put on different rifles. It maintains zero. Still got all the same features and functions. So you've got your laser rangefinder button on this model right here, and then your zoom, and then your record functions. You have your scrollable menu right here. This is long press, short press, gets you into the menu or changes your quick menu options. You've got your focus button. You can kind of see on both sides for ambidextrous use. So you're either left-handed or right-handed. You can focus the scope with this little knob right here. Power button is right here on the model. So on the LRF range models, the power button's here. On the non-laser rangefinder models, the power button's down here in place of the rangefinder button. That's kind of a walk around of the scope. Kind of want to just give you my thoughts. Was able to hunt with this scope for several weeks. Got a lot of good footage with some coyotes and some deer, as well as just some small varmints around the house, a couple raccoons, things like that. Image quality on these Pro models, I'll tell you what, Pulsar's really done a good job with this line. Putting the Pro sensor down into the 384 line, like the XQ line, so the XQ35 and the XQ50 this scope. That's a huge improvement. Image quality was also really good there, or already really good in those scopes, but adding that Pro sensor, I tell you what, image quality is awesome. I feel like the scope really does well in high humidity and in high moisture. That Pro sensor really seems to cut through some of that moisture, allows you to have really good image quality in not so good hunting conditions. So good improvement there. Battery life on these new Thermion 2s, especially the XQ50 and XQ35 line, battery is awesome. I'm getting about 8 to 10 hours of runtime on a set of batteries, and that's just using the APS-2 battery. You'll get a little bit longer using the APS-3 battery is the external as well. For a price point, this thing retails for $3,999, so right at the $4,000 mark. If you don't get the laser rangefinder model, you just get the XQ50. It's $34.99, so $500 difference for the laser rangefinder model. Couple specs is a 384 by 288 thermal resolution, 17 micron, 50 hertz refresh rate. It's got an NET value of less than 25 millikelvins. The nice thing about this XQ50 versus the XQ35 is the XQ35 is a 2 base magnification power, and the XQ50 is a 3 power base magnification, all the way up to 12 with the digital zoom. Couple things, Pulsar scopes, they all come with a 3-year warranty. I know that used to be pretty standard. Right now, 3-year warranties are kind of on the lower end of the average. Most people are 4, and some people are even 5-year warranties. So I'd say that's kind of only downside. One of the downsides I can see of Pulsar is their warranty is only 3 years versus some of the other distributors and manufacturers that have 4 and 5-year warranties. But honestly, I've been running Pulsars for many years. I very rarely have any issues with them. When I have had an issue with them, Pulsar's customer service is exceptional. I've never had any problems getting any of my issues resolved if I did have any. So that's one thing I will say that's really good about Pulsar is their customer service and their continued support of their customers is really good. A couple other things I'd like to go over is this laser rangefinder model. It's really accurate. I use a daytime rangefinder all the time when I'm out hunting. Having it built in the scope was a huge advantage. I didn't think I was actually going to use it as much as I ended up using it. I hunt a lot of the same properties, so I'm very familiar with the distances and certain landmarks on those places. And Definitely found out that my judgment was wrong on some. Having a laser rangefinder built in, I was able to make, quick distance, shoot the distances and figure out exactly how far things were. So it's really accurate and it just works really well. Having the function down here at the eyepiece, it makes it really easy to use for the user while they're hunting. They don't have to come off the scope to look for the button. Quickly they can hit the range finding button, get a distance, and know exactly what their target is. So I think that's a huge plus to the scope. I ended up using it a whole lot. I really liked it. It works really, really well. Seamless integration between the rangefinder and the scope's functions is just awesome. So really, enjoyed hunting with this scope. I thought it was a very great, very good scope. I thought it was going to be just similar to the XQ35, and it was. I hunted with a Thermion XQ50 a few years ago. It was one of my personal scopes, and I love that scope. Getting to hunt with this new model of it with the laser rangefinder just reconfirmed that I really do like this model. I think it's for $4,000, you get a lot of really good features, and the image quality is really awesome. It does have some pretty good competitors. The $3,000 to $4,000 thermal scope market, there's quite a bit of scopes models in that range. So you have a lot of different options when you're looking to spend between up $4,000, $3,000 for a lot of good scopes. I would put this at the top of the categories. There's a lot of good scopes. Like I said, iRay USA makes some good scopes in that category. Bearing makes some good scopes in that category. AGM makes some good scopes. So every manufacturer's got some good scopes in this price range. I would just think that what you get with Pulsar as a brand as well as a scope makes this a really good scope. So I definitely put it at the top of the list, or definitely towards the top of the list for sure. If you have any other questions you'd like to find out about the scope, drop them in the comments of this video. You can message me on Instagram. I'm at ETX Thermal Hunter on Instagram. I put a lot of content from hunts with this scope and other scopes I've done on both my Instagram page and my YouTube page. Really appreciate y'all watching this video. Take some time to look around my channel. Please like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Stay safe in the field. God bless.